Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to give a tarot reading for you today. I'm tapping into the energies of the past few days and probably the upcoming, is what I'm hearing. So basically, give or take a week around the time period that you're watching this video is going to be picking up on the energy surrounding you. So this is an energy update along with insights from your guides. Okay, so I'm tapping into spirit now, into your guides, into the collective, and we're going to shuffle a little bit. They want me to move the mic closer, and they want me to take off my bracelet. That's way too jingly jangly. Maybe you're wearing jingly jangly jewelry and it's a little distracting. Gets in the way. I don't know. There's some, or no, it feels like this is there's a lot of like distraction and noise around you. Yeah. I'm getting that scene. I don't know if you ever watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but they always do a Halloween heist every year. And they're always tricking each other and trying to distract each other from getting being the winner. And so there's this one episode where they use a bunch of bunnies and they flood the police room with all these costumed bunnies, and so it's chaos and distraction, and that's what I see this as, is chaos and distraction. Kind of like, oh, look over here while I do this, look over here you go, look at this. Maybe you're a mom with a baby and a rattle or some kind of toy, like, look, here you go, follow this. Yeah, there's just some kind of playful distraction that I feel, but also a trickery distraction. Like, hey, look here, so I can do this without you noticing. Okay. We've got two cards here, both reversed because my deck was reversed. So I'm gonna flip those over. It doesn't feel right. The Hierophant and the King of Wands. Let me show you these cards. The Hierophant and the King of Wands. I'm hearing spiritual guru. Part of your mission, I'm hearing, is to express yourself and trust your and trust the wisdom that you have to bring forward. The Hierophant is speaking of guidance. I'm feeling like spiritual guidance. And the King of Wands here is speaking of, I definitely get passion and a way forward. This is interesting. Okay, so actually the way this King of Wands is facing, it looks like maybe you are looking back on your journey up until now, and how it's come to be. And I'm getting for some of you that when you started on this spiritual path, that you didn't know how to handle, or you may be at this point now where you've heard the basis of positive brings you more positive, negative brings you more negative, right? So you're like, no, I definitely want positive to come. So I'm going to be positive, even though you may not feel positive at some moments, or you just want to lash out and be angry or say something mean or say something rude, or, but you've got to be positive. And then there's the toxic positivity that I see sometimes. And that's where you're overly positive about everything and you throw it in people's faces. Been there, done that. Okay. I actually want to take the time now to apologize to anyone that I bombarded with positivity, trying to force them to be positive about a situation instead of letting them feel the feelings that come with that situation, Yeah, there's just so, it's so ridiculous to think. This is me reflecting now, okay, you guys. It's ridiculous to me that I ever thought forcing positivity on someone will actually help a situation. So I think spirits kind of like learn from my mistake and don't force something to be positive that needs to be processed, okay? Um and so I do see you kind of looking back like on your spiritual journey so far and where you've come and kind of looking at where you're at now. Cozy with Coco. Sorry, you guys. I just felt like I was like, Coco sounds like somebody's name, and then I heard it sounds like a stripper's name. Anyways. Okay, 9, nothing against strippers. Lovely work that they do. I wish I could do that. But anyways, moving on. 9 of Cups. You guys, my God. You've come so far now. You're at a point in your life where you just look at life like, okay, like, yeah, let's learn the lesson. Let's see what's out there. Let's do this. Like, you've really filled your cups with a lot of learning, and so I just feel a lot of self-reflecting, growth, learning here. You've come to a point where you're at, like, I feel like you're at this understanding of your journey that you realize, you see it now. You realize that, like, you had to go through all of that. You had to, right? To get to this point of understanding now. And so I do see that you're coming into a great alignment with your masculine and feminine, with the lovers coming out there. Because of this realization, you're coming into alignment with the balance of everything. This is when I see the lovers, I feel like this ultimate balance within ourselves of really accepting who we are and our authenticity, and being able to feel safe to show up in both feminine and masculine roles. Okay. The Star. Yeah, you're ready to shine, you guys. Oh my, you're ready to shine. You're ready to show up in this way. And people are ready to see you and perceive you, I'm hearing. People are ready to perceive you. So you've really come on this spiritual journey to learn. To learn so that you could shine and tell the story. Or actually, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm feeling, but let's confirm that. What are they needing to shine for? Why do they need people to perceive them? A lot of people go their whole lives without people knowing them or them being seen in a wide audience, you know? So why are you in particular needing or wanting or judgment? Interesting. So this is a higher calling. You're one of the ones. You're one of the ones that are going to help wake up. There's a song I've been listening to called Wake Up, and I've heard it on TikTok. So you might know it, but it just plays in my head sometimes. Wake up. I wish I knew the words, but the only words I know is wake up. But that's song immediate played with this judgment card. So it's like you're waking people up. You're waking people up on their spiritual journey. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, nine of swords here. So again, we got that 9 of cups, 9 of swords. So we got water and air energy here. Water, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm pretty sure the star is for Aquarius as well. So what is this 9 of swords about? Okay. keep that one, put the rest up, and that one came out. Okay. Okay, give me just a second, because out beside the Nine of Swords came the Four of Wands. Marriage, marriage, matrimony, harmony, and the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, success, abundance, wealth, compassion, earthiness, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So it feels like I'm getting a collective that's very focused on marriage and wealth. Like love and wealth, basically. It's like you are taking the worries and stress that you used to have about things just in your life, and I feel this alchemization process happening where you're turning them into thoughts of, okay, well, that hasn't happened. I'm sitting here worrying for nothing. This is my old way of being, is by worrying, and that never got me anywhere, and it just caused a lot of stress. So why not be confident and believe that happiness is possible, and to know that everything you've been through up until this point, everything you've been to up until this point has gotten you to shed those layers. And y'all, you have so many major arcana cards in this reading right now. You've got the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Star, Judgment, okay? So Spirit's wanting me to kind of read these cards a little bit further, because I do feel some more messages wanting to come out here. And it could be that a new collective has entered. It almost reminds me of comic books. Maybe someone here is a comic book reader, likes comic books, or has been to Comic-Con. I'm getting very just those colors, the bright colors they use, all the like little black lines everywhere, kind of like, I myself am not a comic reader because it's almost like it's too much. It's too much to like really, and that's because I'm very focused on the whole picture, and the whole picture looks chaotic as hell to me in my brain. But if I've zoned in on one little square on the comic, I could get the message from it. So that's what I feel Spirit telling me to do now. But also, that is the energy I feel coming from you, is that you're trying to look at things from a grand scheme. Like you're really focused on things bigger than you need to. And Spirit's wanting you to hone in on one particular, like your life, not everybody else's, right? Okay. So the Hierophant, I'm just going to take one card at a time here. This is definitely spiritual knowledge I'm feeling from the Hierophant. So someone here has really looked to increase their spiritual knowledge, and in that increase, I'm also hearing that, sorry, let me get back. I was doing this on the card so I wouldn't be distracted by the rest of it. But I'm also getting that, that you are someone that Spirit has like given spiritual knowledge to, but because you've been open to it. I definitely feel, and I don't want to say these words, but I definitely feel you're a chosen one. Someone that agreed to come here and be someone that had to rediscover themselves in order to provide guidance to others, okay? Okay. I definitely feel that within this alignment of your masculine and feminine, that your wishes are coming true of being with your person. Um, and your person could be an Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be, or somewhere in their chart. Um, but this is someone who really shines. And it could be you, and that's how y'all come to be, is that you're really shining. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, piece of candy, You're really shining, and so that brings attention. That it's like a light being flipped on all of a sudden. It's like, oh, where's that coming from? Let me go that direction. Once you decide to really embody these star qualities, you are magnetizing. You are like, people are being magnetized to you, and one of those people is your person. um okay, so you're worried. I'm sensing that you're worried. What are you worried about? There's just this worry here. What is that? I got that you're worried that you will lead people astray, but it sounded so silly that I didn't want to say it. Like, how do you think you're going to lead people astray? If you show up authentically as yourself, there's no way. You're going to continue, and even if you don't, even if you mess up, you're not actually messing up. Interesting energy there. I definitely all of a sudden got, what if, like this anxiety. Oh, I see. This is anxiety about your new role. Yeah. Well, duh. Okay. Yeah. This is anxiety and worry about your new role in life. Listen, do whatever you need to do to get rid of that, because if you knew, you wouldn't have it, right? If you knew what was coming, you wouldn't have this. And I honestly feel this. In fact, yes. Okay. I feel that anxiety, it just doesn't belong anymore. It doesn't belong here. So this is what I'm seeing from this reading, is that you've shed layers, you've healed wounds, you've been in contact with your ancestors, you've gone through this journey, this spiritual journey of shedding these layers and moving forward in a way of knowing that you feel like you want to learn the truth, and the truth has come and you've been awakened, and so you're seeing things for the first time and with new eyes, and this brings worry to you. And I feel like this is your present, this state right here. It could be your present or recent present. I do feel some of you have come into like alignment even more, and so you've kind of come out of this worry stage. But that worry stage is still here for some people, because now life is different and you're not used to different. And it's this process of like waking up in a new world. And that could be what I'm feeling right now. But for a lot of you, I feel that was just a phase. And you're now coming into the other side of that, knowing that everything is happening divinely orchestrated by you, okay? I've got the 8 of Wands here that came on out, along with Temperance here. So we've got the 8 of Wands and Temperance. Of course, I'm feeling opportunity. This is opportunity to balance things and to show restraint and to show moderation. The Queen of Wands is here, and that is the Queen of Wands energy, actually. She's someone who feels passion, who feels sensuality, who feels creativity very abundantly, but has to tamper that down because everything in moderation, there has to be a balance. So even though the Queen of Wands can embody someone very passionate, very sensual, very creative, there's also this need to be grounded, not logical, just like pragmatic almost. And so there's so much opportunity coming in, so much attention, so much passion towards you that you have to remain balanced in order to be able to handle this kind of attention and passion towards you, if that makes sense. Okay, I keep getting throat stuff here, so pardon me if you hear me doing little burps. That's what happens when there's a lot of energy in the throat chakra needing to be released. And am seeing all the blue on the board here. So there's something about speaking your truth, setting boundaries. Feels like speaking your truth towards someone. Okay, so I'm getting that your truth may sound on the extreme. Like you know what it's going to sound like when you speak it. Spirit, I immediately heard is no, you don't. Because you don't know how that person's going to perceive it anyways. You think you do. But what you say might actually touch on something that's in them, but you don't know that. Okay. So that's why we're always needing to speak our truth, because you think you know how someone's going to react. You think you know how it's going to make them feel. But first of all, that's not your problem. It's not for you to worry about how they feel or react to your truth. It's your job to speak your truth, because I'm hearing that for some people's truths, it is activating to the people you are talking to. So this could be in a social media format where you're blasting it out to whoever sees it, or this could be more intimate with friends and family. But speaking your truth allows the openness for others to speak their truth, okay? Sometimes the truth feels and looks messy, I'm getting, and it can hit you like a ton of bricks. It can hit you like 8 of Wands. So that's why I feel Spirit saying you need to be very centered and grounded in yourself to be able to handle the truth and the passion I feel coming in. Okay. Yes, because here's the Tower. And then we have the Two of Cups. What is this energy? I'm getting for some of you that this truth coming in is going to be quite a shakeup, okay? It's going to be quite the shakeup for you. It's going to literally, I'm feeling vibrations go throughout every cell of my being, that kind of shakeup. Almost like this, so interesting. Let me see if I can explain what I'm getting. It's like whatever comes at you from this person or whatever truth you learn, whatever authenticity comes your way, it sends a shockwave through you. So you might feel your whole body light up, and then you will feel a reaction, right? So not only are you speaking truths, but I'm feeling truths coming towards you as well. And so this is actually leading to some kind of merging, some kind of union. This could be a romantic partner. This could be a business partner. This could be a friendship. But it's leading to some kind of union. I don't think I explained further this tower moment. I feel like it's going to be a little confusing. Like you're going to feel this like passion raise up in you, but also hurt. Ooh. Or uncomfortable. I don't want to say hurt, uncomfortable feelings. So there's good feelings and uncomfortable feelings that are going to rise up in you after this truth is told. Okay, so we don't want to go too far because we're only looking at like a week energy on both ends, give or take a week here. So what else can you tell us, Spirit, about this union? It's a new start, you guys. So someone or something is coming towards you, and you've come to a point where you can handle this. You can handle this energy coming towards you. For some of you, I feel business opportunities. For some of you, I feel friends. For some of you, I feel family. I just feel a lot of passion and desire coming towards you. And I see you as this Queen of Wands, someone who knows their magical self. And you have that wand standing in front of you like, you may come at me, but I am still here, solid in myself. And I will say what I need to say, okay? So I do see you are someone who allows whoever comes at you to... Hold on, give me a second. You allow the space, the portal, the energetic vortex. You give space for someone's vortex to openly decide. It's coming in slow and choppy. Okay, that's all I got. So what I'm getting from that is that if you've ever listened to Abraham Hicks, Jerry and Esther, Abraham Hicks, they speak of the vortex, right? And the vortex is when you are in alignment and all of your desires are in this vortex. And when you're in alignment, all of your desires start to manifest, right? So there's something here about you providing space for this vortex, but I'm also getting portal. It's almost like you are a portal holder for people to... What is this? You really are an activator. You're an activator. You're a portal holder. You're a life changer. You are someone that people come to when they want to elevate, when they want to learn the lessons. And I see this as a new journey for you. And just by being your authentic self is how this happens. So it's nothing you need to do. It's just you being authentic and stop worrying. Because that worry that you're bringing into, well, what's going to happen next? When's this going to happen? I don't know how to answer these questions. I feel someone, like people around them are asking, well, what are you doing now? Well, what's going on in your life? And you have no idea how to answer them because you don't know what you've been doing. You've been energetically aligning so that you can do something, right? And how do you tell the general masses that? You know, it's part of me wants to just be like, I've been energetically aligning with what I'm going to be doing, my soul purpose, and then just let it be like that and people can react the way they want to react because that's what I've been doing. I've been aligning to my true self. And that's what you're doing, I feel. And that's what you're allowing the space for others to do. Okay. Ooh. I don't know if you saw that card flip out like that. King of Pentacles. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here. I definitely am feeling I don't want this reading to focus on a love that I'm feeling here, but I definitely feel the love of a divine masculine and feminine. I mean, we've got the lovers out here. We've got the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. So there's this divine and masculine energy I'm feeling all over this reading. But you guys, this union does not happen until you have fully come into balance. Fully? Yeah, I'm hearing fully. You have to have at least a base level of balance between the feminine and masculine sides to you to be able to handle this energy coming towards you. So I definitely feel that love is all throughout this message, but I wish I could explain. I hope I can. Give me the words. Love is there always. So this doesn't feel like a love reading. This feels like an energetic alignment reading, which is love, right? When you align with love, and love is the driving force of us. Okay, so 8 of Cups shows me that you will be walking away or moving away from things. There's something sad here. I do have deception on the bottom, 7 of Swords. So there is deception of some sort here. Okay, where's this deception coming from? Where's this sadness coming from? Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Interesting. I got the 6 of Wands victory card. Okay, so for some of you, this is only for us, maybe it doesn't have to resonate with you, but I am seeing for some of the collective that you almost get a big head, like your ego plays a part here, riding on your success. So, okay, so someone is riding on your success. I see that. Okay, that's it. So the ego was for maybe 1 or 2 people. But someone is riding on your success. Okay, Strength card. This could be Leo energy here. It feels like this is an energy that has been with you through several lifetimes. And this could be the union that I feel that they've been riding on your success for a long time now. But now yes. Now it's the masculines. This could be a masculine. It could be a father figure who is, or an authority figure of some kind. But really, I'm getting masculine energy from this. So it feels like the masculine has been riding on your success from you doing the work. But guess what? They can only do that for so long. Page of Cups. So at this time, the masculine is really working on, in fact, let's clean up this board. Because we want to focus on this masculine, but I just heard from Spirit, we're going to make this an extended reading. So I am going to dive into this masculine energy I'm feeling, and what they've been up to. Okay. So I'm going to end the reading there. However, I will pull a Bob Ross card. Mr. Bob. Let's see what Mr. Bob has to say today for the collective I'm tuning into. What do you got to say? He says with the 10 and 8 of diamonds, 18 could be a significant number. 10 and 8, maybe you've been seeing those numbers. I do find it interesting. We got the 8 and we just got the strength card with the infinity symbol. And an 8 is like an infinity symbol. This is a completed cycle and manifesting in a new cycle. This is magic, I feel. Diamonds. Use absolutely no pressure, just like an angel's wings. Oh my God, Bob. I didn't even know you said that. I don't even think y'all can see those words very well. But I do, you can see the background. So this is a very wintry scene with some very sharp mountains in the background there. Use absolutely no pressure, just like an angel's wings. So, yeah, that's the advice for those stressing out. You're putting so much pressure on yourself. It's really not good. You can do anything you want to do. This is your world. And I don't know if you can see oh, there's a bridge. Okay, so this is almost like warming up after a wintry. So this is like the warming up of this winter scene here. Okay, so Spirit truly wants you to understand that what you're going through right now is part of the process. And I'm getting for someone, they're very overwhelmed with their emotions and just what they're thinking on a daily basis. And that is why I feel Bob saying use absolutely no pressure. If you take away your worry about something and you just move naturally without worry, you're going to do what you're going to do anyways, okay? But you adding worry and stress to it creates this blockage that Spirit wants you to get rid of. When you finally go, you know what? These are my circumstances. I'm going to work with them with what I got and live life in a happy, good way. I'm going to find the joy in every day. No, I don't love what I'm doing, but I trust that it's getting me to where I'm going. I'm open to new opportunities. And there's just this like heart opening activation thing going on that I feel you going through. But if you're someone who's alone, who doesn't have someone to, I don't know. It feels like you're doing this all alone. And you don't have someone to tell you what to do, and you don't have someone to give you suggestions for what to do. And then when you do hear advice, it either doesn't feel right or you're not ready for it. So I do feel that you might be in this in between time, or at least I'm picking up on that right at the end here, of someone in this in between time where they can feel something coming in for them. You can feel it. But then you're looking around you at all the old stuff that you're having to deal with. And it's like, yes, you have to deal with that before the good can come in. That's why you can feel it, but it's not here yet because you haven't dealt with this over here. So for the collective that feels that in between and you feel the good stuff coming in, keep showing up. That's all you can do, okay? I'm sending so much love to you. I'm sending so much just support and energetic alignment for you. I want you to be able to bring in all these desires. I want you to be able to see how wonderful and beautiful life is. And it's hard to do that when you're bogged down by anxiety and worry and fear and doubt. Okay. So much love and light to you.